Good morning, adventurers, and welcome to Wytchwood. I know typically today would be the day that I would be playing some Baldur's Gate 3 Honor Mode with OGV, however, he's feeling a bit under the weather today, so I figured I would play something new. Trying to, keep a little variety going. I picked up Wytchwood maybe a month ago at this time. I've only played about an hour of it. I really enjoy it. I love the art style. I'm intrigued by the story already, so I thought this would be a good one to share this morning. We are going to go ahead and start a new game. The leech is my other save file. That's interesting. I love the goats. The pentagram, it's fantastic. So you can have multiple saves in this game, which is nice. I'm gonna go ahead and do the far bottom one, so hopefully I don't forget. Once upon a time, there lived an odd little witch in an odd little house. She spent most of her days tending to her odd little garden and resting in her odd little chair. On this day, however, her sleep is interrupted by an odd little noise. Bah! Who's there? We'll get up. It's just a goat in our house. Use A to interact. You devil! How dare you wake a young lady from her beauty sleep? Blah! Shoo! Shoo! Get out of my house, you mindless beast! You're making a mess. With a swift kick in the rump, you boot the goat through the front door. I am gonna see... Nope, never mind. When did this place get so cluttered? I could have sworn I swept the hearth just yesterday. First things first, my old grimoire must be around here somewhere. Love how it looks like we have like a bucket on our head. I want to adjust the audio settings just a hair, because for me it's really loud. Oh. If we do... I think... Hopefully that's still good for you guys. It's a little more bearable for me. Okay. So we've got to hunt down our grimoire. Loving the vibes of our house here. Here's our grimoire. Aha! Here it is. It's lighter than I recall. Your grimoire contains all of your craftable recipes. You can open it anytime by pressing Y. Alright. Haha, we have like nothing in here. We require 2 different types of ingredients that we can find in the forest and the swamp. All my recipes are missing. That damnable creature has chewed up all the pages of my book. Where's my belt? I'll need it to carry my things if I'm gonna confront the beast. I must have left it in that trunk over there. I was thinking she was gonna go try and beat the crap out of the goat with her belt. Oh, hey, look. That's one of the herbs we need, but... Alright, we have an old chest with a braided belt. A simple rope waistband keeps items handy. We've also got impi nut. Its thorny husk has stimulating properties, whether ground and consumed or simply stepped on. We have reedy twine, tough plant fibers, roughly braided into thin rope, and seeker vine. Even the least likely of places, this tenacious ivy always finds a way. Oof, my poor back. How long was I napping for? A good dose of medicine ought to soothe these aching bones before I head outside. At least I still have the recipe for my mending poultice. Alright. We're gonna grab all the herbs we can right now. I see another one over here. Let's go ahead and craft that poultice. And I suppose use the mending poultice to heal. Right trigger, gotcha. We're healed up. Let's go ahead and head outside. Yeah, maybe. If I can find the way out. Here it is. I love the art style in this. You step outside into a humid marsh and immediately stub your toe on a twisted root. Ouch! Close your eyes for a wink, and the next thing you know, the whole yard's gone to the weeds. Somewhere in the distance, you can hear braying through the dense bramble. Where'd that cross-eyed Billy get to? He could at least put those gnashers to good use on this lawn. We can open our map to get a better look at your surroundings. Alright, so we have Hag's Grotto. I love this. So I think we'll uncover the map the more we run around. Find the goat in your yard. Some shears will cut these cleanly, so we need shears. Like that our yard is just a swamp. Bunch of seeker vines. Can I open this? I can't seem to open that. Yes, we do unveil more of the map as we go, so that's nice. There's the goat. I am going to pick up these mushrooms before I talk to the goat. Bah! Is that all you've got to say for yourself? Bah! The goat coughs up a disgusting hairball. Ah, yes. Hello. Hello? Can you hear me now? Apologies, it's been so long since I've used a mortal vessel. Ugh, there's dirt in its mouth. You can talk? Of course I can talk. Has your mind become so filled with cobwebs that you've forgotten your old friend? You wound me, madam. It's good to see you up and about. I was beginning to wonder if you'd ever awaken, though I suppose time flows strangely in this place. Anyway, I've come to collect. Do you have the amount we agreed upon? Amount? Amount of what? Oh dear, you really don't remember. We should go over the contract details again. Down there. The goat nods its head towards the ancient stone gateway looming nearby. And just how am I supposed to get through that solid rock? You're the one who sealed it last. Take a closer look and I'm sure it will come back to you. Open your witch's eye by hitting X to inspect objects and creatures and discover their weaknesses. The goat. I'll help you out, trust me. Stone pillar, an unusually large standing stone, wrapped with enchanting engravings. Weaknesses, unveiling powder. Don't underestimate your senses, my dear. You may be old, but you can see things others cannot. Hidden weaknesses, lying below the surface. I can see it now. There are shallow runes etched onto the surface of the stone, but they are too faint for me to read. A powder of unveiling ought to do the trick. If you hadn't made a snack of my book, I wouldn't have to retranscribe my recipes. I shall not be held liable for any losses or inconveniences incurred as a result of abyssal possession. By inspecting objects and creatures, you can learn new recipes to craft in your grimoire. Alright, so we should have the recipe for an unveiling powder, which we already grabbed all the ingredients for. So let's go ahead and craft that. Alright, use the power near the shrine door. Let's go ahead and reveal. You smear a handful of the glowing powder into the runes of the doorway. A cool blue light emanates from the glyphs and envelops the entrance in its aura. You squint, attempting to discern the meaning of the letters. They appear to be in some obscure runic alphabet. What gibberish is this? It looks like it was carved by a frightened hen. It must be written in the umbral tongue. Allow me to translate. The goat steps up to the doorway and pauses. Well, what does it say? The goat swings its shaggy head towards you. Dark matted wool obscures the creature's beady eyes. I cannot see. Unbelievable. What help are you then? I didn't come here to help. I came to collect. Now do something about this mop of hair, would you? Fine, fine. I think I have some rusty old shears down in the garden. I love this goat. Alright, let's check this out. We do have shears and twine. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can use these shears. Snip. With much protesting and a nicked ear, you shear away clumps of dirty hair from the coat's eyes. Oh, his poor ear. Ah, much better. Oh my, were you always this grotesque, or is my memory failing me as well? Watch your tongue, or I'll give that a good snip too. Now, can you read the runes or not? Yes. A space beneath, she sleeps alone. Tokens given up to the unknown. Fires of four shall unroot the stone. Braziers burn and await the crone. Crone? Who is it calling a crone? And what are these tokens I'm to burn? Perhaps you ought to take a closer look at those braziers? Alright, let's see. We've got glinting brazier. The inside catches the light just enough to suggest some past iridescence. Weakness, shiny stone. Some past contents have left a hard residue within the crusted brazier. Frog slime. Empty brazier, little remains in the brazier, but an undeniably acrid smell. Dog hair. An ash cake brazier. The remnants of the last burn are barely discernible for the time since. Blue feather. Dog hair, bird feather, frog slime, and a shiny stone? I don't suppose you swallowed up any of those things while I was asleep. I don't think so, but feel free to sift through this creature's leavings if you want to be completely sure. However, there's a whole world outside this little swamp, you know. See that gateway over there? The one with the lovely green flame? The goat motions to the far side of your yard. I guess a brisk walk in the woods would do these creaky joints some good. Too much time indoors is bad for the humors. Yeah, I should probably get out more too. I feel like I'm the witch. And now that we have shears, though, let's cut these down. And we get some reedy twine from these. Might need that later. Snipping and tearing, your shears make short work of the bramble. Into the darkness. Here we go. You cut your way through the remaining vines and suddenly step onto a cold stone dais? Dais, I think is how it's pronounced. Ugh. Time seems to flow backwards. Or maybe it speeds forwards. An oppressive, star-filled void stretches as far as you can see, though there is no wind or sound in this void. A warm fall breeze and the chirping of birds seizes your attention. A doorway. Ooh. Gonna be plenty of doorways. Also, I love the constellations in the background. To the forest! I like witchy things, if you haven't been able to tell. Medieval and witchy things. Okay, so we need to gather the ingredients. I see birds. Snap trap is their weakness. So I should now learn how to make a snap trap. Which I need... Oops. Oh. These bundles of wood, sticks, and twine. Okay. So now I can make a snap trap. This is probably going to be, well, I know it's the easiest thing. I've played this before. Who am I kidding? So the birds tend to be around here. Let's go ahead and set that there and walk away and see what happens. Yes. Oop, there it goes. And we got a meaty morsel. Those poor birds. Well, we got a blue feather. Hello, who are you? The woman spins around on her heels so quickly she nearly hits you with her spyglass. Ah, you startled me. Can't you see I'm busy with my scientific research? Research? What is it you're looking for with that contraption? Why, the faint indigo-tufted forest lark. They're said to be native to this forest and this forest only. Have you seen one, perchance? You glance upwards at the small blue bird perched atop the oblivious woman's hat. I haven't. Sorry. A shame. Well, it's never too late to open one's eyes to the wonders of the natural world. You never know what you'll discover. She points at a nearby woodland critter stuffing its cheek with seeds. Take that squirrel, for example. Spend a few moments watching its behavior and you'll learn everything you need to know about it. Observation is key. Now, if you don't mind, I wouldn't want to miss making an exciting new discovery. The bluebird glances vacantly at you before pooping on the brim of the woman's hat. Yes. Good luck with your discoveries there. So many of the bluebirds. I don't see a squirrel, though. Oh, what's this? A hatchet might break this apart. Hello. Oi, lady, what's with that great stinking pot on your head? I would ask the same about all those stinking frogs in your trousers. Oh, you're just jealous. The boy fumbles between trying to wrangle all of his frogs and swiping ineffectually at wayward fireflies with a shoddy-looking bug net. Juggling a little more than you can handle, eh? What exactly are you hoping to accomplish, flailing about like that? Are you daft? Me frogs are hungry, so I gotta catch some of these fireflies to feed 'em. He takes another wild swing, missing his target entirely. Why don't you let me take a few of those frogs off your hands for a moment? That would let you swing that net properly. Oh, I see how it is. You're after me precious prizes. Well, how about I give you the net, and you catch me some fireflies? Then maybe I'll think about trading you one of my froggies. Yeah, I'll take the net. Let's pause. Ragamuffin. His enthusiasm for catching frogs is not tempered by his limited ability to hold them. Ooh, changeling. Most mushrooms don't do this much. Wiggling. Need a logger's hatchet. Fireflies. Catching net. Oh my god, that is so cute. Look at her run away. Also, that's a fairy, the most delicate of creatures. Huh. Alright. Let's catch some fireflies. Can I catch the fairy? I can. We got fairy dust. Well, these hoppers aren't going to stick around with empty bellies. The faster you catch those fireflies, the faster we can eat. The frogs can eat. I have 5 of them. Here you go. Boy shakes the jar, rattling the captured insects like pennies in a piggy bank. Oh, these are nice and juicy. The lads are gonna feast tonight. Now, about our deal, you agreed to trade me one of your pets there. Ha ha ha, what deal? I don't remember making no deal. The frog squirms out of the boy's overalls and plops down by his feet with a wet slap. Dang it! There goes Slippery Pete! He takes a clumsy swipe at the amphibian, but the creature squeezes out of his grasp and bounces into the underbrush. Ah, shucks, I never liked him anyways. If you can catch him, he's all yours. Okay. There we go. Caught him. Oop. I'll take one of those, and I'll take that. Oh, that's a squirrel. Possessing an energy far outpacing its tranquil home. Also weak to snap traps. And we'll grab all the things. Okay. Hello, person. You look like you're carrying a hatchet or something. Hey, you there. Give me a hand, would you? With what? You seem to have everything under control. These stumps aren't going anywhere. My darn useless son was supposed to help me, but he's wandered off again. Probably go bother frogs and eat bugs or some such nonsense. Ah, so that was your kid. Anyway, I need help clearing some of these dead logs. It's late in the season and the wood has started to rot. Just be careful of the purple mushrooms that sometimes grow inside. They'll make you powerful sleepy if you breathe in the spores. As much as I do love poisonous fungi, I'm not much of a lumberjack. Nonsense. Anyone can experience the joys of splitting a fine stump. Here, my boy won't be missing his hatchet. The woodsman spins a sharp-looking hatchet in his hands and thrusts the handle at you. We will take it. Alright. And there is a whole bunch of stuff. Hatchet chop. Ooh. Leaf cap. we're just gonna pick up all the things. There's a lot of crafting in this game. Let's see if I can talk to this guy. Oh man, oh geez, I don't know about this. You tap the man's shoulder and he nearly tumbles headfirst in the well. Ah, what's the matter with you? I could have fallen in. Then perhaps you shouldn't be leaning over the edge like some wobbly stork. What's so interesting down there anyways? Well, my grandpappy used to tell me that people drop all sorts of treasure down there, just waiting for someone to dig it up. Got myself a trowel and I thought I'd give it a go. But the rope's out and it looks awful dark and damp. I get goosebumps just thinking about all the ghoulies that might be lurking down there in the shadows. Ever consider that those ghoulies might get goosebumps thinking about you lurking up here in the sunlight? No, not really. Not sure if that makes me feel any better about them, actually. Maybe the business of treasure hunting isn't for me after all. Here, why don't you take my trowel? I don't think I'll be needing it. You can go down into the well and see those ghoulies yourself. He offers you a small trowel. It looks like it's never been used. I will take that. This old well is deep and dark. You might be able to climb down into it, but the rope has long since rotted away. A cool breeze wafts up from the darkness. Yeah, we'll use that reedy twine. You toss a length of strong, homemade rope down into the darkness. It seems like it should support you without much fuss. Into the well. Gold coins. Lots of gold coins. I think we're gonna want a trowel for these. Yep. And we get clay. Oh, and a shiny stone. There goes the frog. I think we might be able to... Hold on. Let's see. We've got these going on. We need an empty jar. Oh, what do we need? Forest, fields, and village. Campfire ember. Okay. I hear you, Froggy. I might as well. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. There we go. I don't know if we might need more frog slime for something. More clay. Weakness unknown. It is locked. And some more shiny stones. Hello. A cozy burrow for a creature who prefers to be left alone. Darkened nook. Something stirs inside but does not emerge. Okay. Well, I didn't find the key and I can't do anything with that, so I think that's it for now. Back out we go. So all we have left is the dog hair. What's this? I don't know. Gilded gate bars a witch's way until it deigns to open. I keep thinking X is the action instead of right trigger. Okay. Oh, I see a house down here. I love our little, like, chicken legs. Can I? No, I can't go this way. There's gotta be a way around. Here we go. Here's a road. Ooh. Fairies and lightning bugs and... Just catch them all. What is this? Flower petal. Rousing scent rises from the petal, sharpening your senses. Pick those up. Oh, I gotta go back and like try to hack the changeling things. I wonder what they give you. This is a pretty area. The stag, a stylized image to flatter the self-proclaimed ruler of this region, commissioned by him, of course, and promptly forgotten. Alright, there's gotta be... How did I miss that completely? Right, okay, there's the well. So it should just be from here, shouldn't it? Is it this path? Am I... No, that leads up to the gilded... Huh. That's weird that I can't get over to there. It looks like you should be able to. Okay, well, oh, you have a campfire. Let me dig out some coals. What is that? Is that a little... It's a soot sprite! Oh my god, it's so cute! I want the soot sprite. Come here, come here. We got a soot sprite. Some Studio Ghibli vibes going on. That's adorable. Alright. Let's go back and see if we can catch a changeling. There's gotta be a dog somewhere for dog fur. I'm glad all the things spawn back. We need a hatchet. There's the changeling. Okay, we need to interact and then hatch it. We got changeling root. Okay. I feel like I've been all through here, haven't I? Yeah, because this leads back to the loggers' camp. And this just leads to that. I'm supposed to get up here, I'm pretty sure, and I don't know why I can't. Oh, wait, no, it's over here. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, use the map. There is this place that I missed. To the left of here, and then up. Hello. Evening, ma'am. Come to check on the pottery? I'm afraid I just fired the kilns up, so they'll be a while still. Pottery? Bah, I was just admiring that fine canine over there. You point to a scraggly-looking mutt patrolling the yard. May I give her a petting? Oh, you can try, but I wouldn't if you value your fingers. She's a touch bitey today and doesn't much like people going near the ovens. I have a way with animals. Surely I can find something to calm her down. Alright. Soporific morsel and shears. So we learned how to make this, which requires meat and a potion, which requires water. Which means we have to go down to the thing. I think we can make a jar now, so let's go back to the well to get some water. So this is definitely one of those crafting games that, you know, in order to complete one thing, you've got to go do like one or two other things, and okay. So we need this. It's a good thing I'm grabbing a lot of stuff. Okay, so I created the potion. Now I need to craft the morsel. So we can just throw this. Oh, we put it to sleep. Frog slime, blue feather, shiny stone, and dog hair. That's all I need for those breachers. I should head back home now. Yes, after I collect a few things. Come back, come back, come back, come back. You're so cute. I don't know how long it's gonna sleep, so... Oh! That sounds like there's a million of them. What? I think it just got stuck. Okay. Oh, there's a chest. We'll take the clay and we'll take the coins. Is there anything else we can take? Nope. Can I share it again? Oh, that's all I can get for now. Bummer. Alright. Let's head back home. Which should be in this general direction. Yes, here we go. Into the decay. Alright, let's see what's going on over here with the goat and everything. Oh, grab one of you. Grab another one of you. The brazier awaits an offering. Have you something to burn? The shiny stone. You drop the stone into the basin with a resounding chiming sound. Fractures trace across the pebble before it cracks open and a cold green light swallows it within its flames. The brazier awaits an offering. Let's give it frog slime. You gently squeeze the globs of wet slime from your satchel into the basin. The mucus bubbles and pops before cold flames reduce it to a fine, odorless ash. Alright, then we have dog hair. The dog hairs take a moment to fall from your fingers, fluttering down into the basin one by one. The fur bristles into foul-smelling coils before erupting into a cold green flame. And then we have a blue feather. A strong force pulls the feather down into the large basin like a magnet. It bursts into a bright flash of light as cold flames engulf its essence. The emerald flames of the braziers play strange shadows across the stone doorway. You watch as fingers of shadow crawl up the rock face and crack open the solid granite like stale bread. The stone crumbles away into darkness, revealing a yawning stairway descending down into the cold earth. After you, madam. Let's go into the shrine. Hello. Sleeping maiden. Encased inside a gilded crystal coffin lies the body of a young woman. Though she sleeps in an enchanted slumber, her ageless features express a deep sadness. The sound of cloven hooves echo against the marble floor as the goat comes to your side. Quite something, isn't she? Do you remember bringing her to me? I brought her to you? Why? Who is she? I haven't the faintest idea. All I know is you brought her lifeless form to my doorstep and begged me to save her soul. Save her from what? And why is she asleep? Why, from the 12 wicked souls whom you said wronged her in life. Villains who deceived her and cheated her and broke her spirit. And as we agreed, here she will sleep until our contract is fulfilled. Until you bring me those 12 wicked souls. What? I remember no such contract. Our pact is binding, regardless of what you do or do not remember. At the goat's words, you feel something hard and dark locked away in the depths of your heart. It speaks the truth. And just why should I do your bidding? Seems like a lot of bothersome trouble to me. What do I care about some sleeping beauty? Bring me the 12 souls, and I will release the sleeping maiden from her slumber. Our agreement will be fulfilled. Who knows? In time you may even remember why you brought her to me in the first place. Or you can simply return to the comfort of your little hovel, where you will waste away until the weeds grow so thick that not even your shears will be able to cut you free. And your mind will stay as empty as that grimoire of yours. But it is a big decision to make so hastily. Why don't you sleep on it? A heavy weight fills your marrow. Your eyelids flutter, barely able to stay open. What have you done to me? I can't stay awake. I feel like we've been put under a spell and we slept way longer than we thought we've slept. Considering we woke up and everything's overgrown and not the way we left it, and our grimoire. I think the goat's messing with us. Good morning. I trust you've made up your mind. Will you collect the souls I've asked for, or would you prefer to stay stuck in this festering swamp? All right, no need to get your horns in a twist. I'll do as you ask. You haven't given me much choice. Splendid. As it happens, I can already sense the first 4 souls we seek. 2 are in the forest, another in the swamp to the north, and the last in the fields to the south. Could you be more specific? Near a shapely stump, perhaps inside a tree with a face by an overgrown mushroom grove? What do I look like? A compass? Go out there and look for yourself. Alright. We've started a new chapter, The Sleeping Maiden. So we do have a journal entry. Collect 4 souls for the goat. So we've got the bear in the forest, the ox in the fields, the leech in the swamp, and the snake in the forest. I'll do a little snipping here. And I'm gonna go look for some mushrooms. Yeah. Because it is possible to get injured. We only have 3 hearts, so I want to make sure we have plenty to make some potions. Can I fill water here? No. Like that it just like auto waters that little garden. What is this? Ooh, hearthseed. When thrown sharply against the ground, the seed will spirit you back to cozy comforts. Oh, nice. Okay, that's cool. I kind of forgot about that. Is that I've only played this once and just for about an hour. So, let's check our map. It does look like the snake is up to the north. The bear is down to the south. Can't bear the sweetness. A delayed shipment from the fields angers the bear even further. And the labor of an ox. And we have different map locations, it looks like. I think we'll go to the snake first, because they're just to the north of us. And it looks like the world has opened up. Oh, there's a chest here. Some snap traps and a bait stick. Useful against newts, dragonflies, and bats. Grab this. I see a dog over there, so if we get close, it might get mad. Oh, snap. Hello. Weeping Maiden. You approach a young woman weeping sorrowfully into her palms. She catches her breath for a moment and looks out longingly over the placid lake. Oh, my sweet songbird, why have you forsaken me to a life devoid of your love? Tears well up in her eyes as she buries her face once again. You consider leaving this melodrama well enough alone, but something about the poor girl reminds you of the maiden slumbering under your house. You draw out a tattered handkerchief and offer it to the maiden. There, dry your eyes, my child, and tell old Granny what the matter is. Oh, but thank you, you're very kind. She takes the cloth and daintily dabs the corner of her eyes, swallowing the last of her sobs. She composes herself before sighing wistfully. It's my beloved, such a sweet and romantic man, with the voice of a meadowlark. I get it. He dumped you. Well, don't worry, there's plenty of other frogs in the swamp. What? No, he loves me and I him, though our families would never allow us to be together. He'd come and sing outside my balcony every night. I guess most of these people are southern, by the way, as I seem to have adopted a southern accent as I'm trying to voice these. One night, we both vowed to escape and meet by this lake. Her lip quivers. I waited and waited under the waning moon, even past the morning sun, but he still didn't reveal himself. Tough break. Maybe he just wasn't that into you? The woman snaps at you with sudden vitriol. He would never abandon me. We're destined to be together. She slips back into a melancholic gaze out over the lake. Even now, I can still hear the beautiful melody of his lute coming from across the water. Over the dull sounds of lapping waves and quacking waterfowl, faint notes of some faraway stringed instrument whisper through the reeds. Oh, I hear it too. Maybe you aren't just mad in love. It's coming from somewhere in the middle of the lake. He's out there somewhere, I just know it. She crumples into another dramatic bout of inconsolable tears. Now, I'm sure it's just some echo bouncing off the shore. I'll go find where this tardy bard of yours has run off to. Okay, and then it's like, hey, you can open the journal, review quest objectives, track quests to display what to do next. The snake. Yeah, I think we're going to want to track that one. Reveal the source of sounds by the forest lake. Something sneaky is hiding and laughing in the woods. The music seems strongest on this shore, but even here you can't quite place the source. It seems to be emanating from the half-sunken ruin poking out of the lake's waters. Maybe that fool bard's hiding way out there? Bah, but I swim as well as hens fly. Suddenly, some unseen voice chitters mockingly into your ear. Ho ho, hee hee, the musical man you'll never see. You spin around, but no one is there, just a nattering laughter bouncing on the wind. Who's there? Show yourself, spirit. It is an elusive pixie. Legend tells the strange whispers from nowhere hereabouts. Perhaps this is their source. So we need unveiling powder and a catching net. So unveiling powder, we have enough stuff. Oh man, but our bar here is pretty full. So let's move the bait and grab this. And yeah, we're gonna reveal you and then we're gonna catch you. I love the artwork. You snap your hand around the elusive creature and squeeze. Ah! Let me go, you knobbly pot! You're crushing the life out of me! You trifling little pest, what do you know about this music? Music? What music? All I hear is the slapping waves and the peeping birdies. Your wrinkly old ears must be full of bugs. Don't you play smart with me. I'll pop your head off like a daisy. Oh, you mean that music? It's the sound of the snake's traveling circus. I thought everyone knew that. Circus still, but the door's the thing that travels, you see? And right now the door's out on that lake, but you'll never get in. You give the wretched sprite a good shake, and a shower of glittering dust sheds off its wings. Tell me how to cross the lake, or I'll make a necklace from your teeth. Ah, only fey folk can show the way. Dirty fairies built a bridge. Keep all you big folk out unless the snake invites them in. You're a fairy, aren't you? Where's this bridge? Ha! We're a pixie, not one of those flamby-pamby mushroom herders. Besides, the bridge is invisible to big stompers like you. The creature peers over your shoulder and waves its tiny arms. Oh, look, there's a fairy now. Why don't you ask her? You turn to look, but in your moment of distraction, the pixie sinks its sharp teeth into your finger. Ouch, you sneaky little blighter. Springing free from your grasp, the slippery monster chitters a laugh and vanishes in a cloud of smoke. You look down at your dust-covered hand. Fairy or not, this bridge must be around here somewhere. Investigate the basin by the forest lake. Okay, humble basin, once perhaps part of a lovely plaza, now little more than a bird bath. Pushing aside thrushes and cattails, you find a strangely carved pedestal. It might be mistaken for a bird bath if you didn't know any better. As you run your finger around the edge of the bowl, the remaining pixie dust on your hand flakes off, as if drawn in by an invisible force. Crude pictographs appear on the surface of the basin. They depict a coiled snake presiding at the center of some kind of festival. Directions on how to reveal the bridge are carved on the outside. You see symbols resembling fey dust, dancing fireflies, and bird feathers. Okay, well, we do have the fairy dust. We're just out of the feathers, so let's go get... We need 3. We have 2 traps. Let's make ourselves another one. Alright, we have 3 traps. Let's figure out where we've got some birds. Some burbs flying around. I know there's a whole bunch near the entrance. Where am I? Okay, wrong way. over... Oh, there's one. We're gonna go ahead and set this trap here. Hopefully it'll walk into that. Yes, haha! There we go. That's one blue feather. There were a whole bunch over here our first time in, but maybe not this time. Now there's squirrels everywhere and I can't find birds. There we go. Okay, let's set this trap here. There we go. And, oh, it dropped 2 meaty morsels. One more bird. Everything spawns back, so that one should be back in this direction. Hopefully, maybe. Maybe not yet. Why are there so many squirrels and like no birds? Here, birdie, 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 birdie. Oh, there's one. Okay. We will set a trap right here. Hehe. Alright. That should be everything we need. Let's go ahead and, judging from the scribbles, these look like the right ingredients. Fairy dust. You shake out the fine dust into the bowl and it settles evenly to its inside surface. And then firefly. Each of the fireflies alights upon the edge of the bowl, stepping delicately until they are evenly spaced. And bluebird feather. Placed into the basin, the feathers arrange themselves into perfect triangular symmetry. The basin begins to glow a soft yellow as the fireflies rise from the muck within. They begin to dance up and down, drawing circles high above the bowl. Glitter rains down gently, shimmering as it catches rays of sunlight. Slowly, the particles trace the form of a bridge, leading from the edge of the water to the center of the lake. You tentatively test the strength of the spectral walkway and find that it is as strong as if it were made of solid stone. Alright, we have a bridge. Here we go. Hello. The snake is good to us. People really like these parlor tricks. Snake would like to meet you. You look like the bard. He seems to be in some kind of trance. Ooh, very nice. Okay, a bunch of people. Snake's good to us. Snake would like to meet you. An almost hypnotic motion. Is this, yeah, silk tent? Is this where the snake is? I need its soul. Hello. Draped in glittering jewelry, the serpent stares intently into a crystal ball as you approach. Welcome, my dear. Welcome. I saw that you would come here in search of answers. Pah, I just came in search of a bard. That's him outside, right? With the lute? The minstrel? Yes. He is working off a debt to me. All those folk out there seem a touch addled. What did you do to them? They're all humble folk looking for something, just as you are. I am here to provide them with my services in exchange for a bit of work. So what are you, some sort of carnival wizard? You're making quite the racket in my forest. A wizard? No, no, no. I am a seer, a scryer of the hidden mists, a foreteller of fortunes, and keeper of secrets. Fancy titles you've given yourself. Sounds like you're nothing but a used cart salesman peddling your wares to the gullible. Ah, a skeptic. Step closer and let the crystal ball reveal its mysteries. The snake's voice drops low and seems to fill the tent with a heavy weight. I am a helper of sorts, an unraveler of knots. I make the forgotten remembered. You feel the scaly touch of slithering coils wind around you, but you are powerless to move. And you have forgotten much. The snake's eyes swirl in a pattern you've never seen. Imperceptible colors collapse into themselves and fracture into kaleidoscopic mosaics against the canvas walls. A voice speaks from far away. It takes you a moment to realize that it's your own. I have forgotten so much. Let me help you find your answers. The serpent's coils slowly squeeze the consciousness out of you. With a desperate push of willpower, you blink away from the snake's hypnotic gaze. Wait, get off me, you worm! You wriggle your body like a sack of loose twigs. Despite your protesting bones, you manage to squirm free and tumble backwards out of the tent. With your eyes open, you find yourself back outside the snake's tent. You pick yourself up from the ground and dust off your shoulders. I guess that sly serpent has some tricks up his sleeve. I'd better come up with a plan for the next time I go in there. The festival patrons seem confused after your tussle with the snake, as if the spell over them was momentarily shaken. The crowds disperse as they fumble about in a haze. Now's my chance to get a word in with that bard. Maybe I can get him out of this mess. Don't mind me. Strumming his lute, this strapping young man has a faraway look in his eyes. Is it wistfulness, nostalgia, or even hypnosis? Wander I may, but ne'er away from she I call my lover. To my chagrin, I stumbled in and met the gaze of another. Curious, I stared. I was not prepared, and this was my mistake. A binding gaze, now I live my days in the service of the snake. Cry not for me, for there is she that might still see me saved. My spirits they lift, as she holds a gift from before I was enslaved. A mirror, but shattered, its pieces have scattered. If mended, we may be set free. Down the wishing wellspring to the swamp's moonlit ring, and hiding within the pixie's tree. What's all this about a broken mirror? You gave it to that weeping maiden? Speak plainly, you warbling fool. No matter what you do, the poor musician barely seems to realize you're there. He just keeps strumming his lute and humming his mournful tune. Maybe that lovesick miss will know what he's on about. Alright, so something about a broken mirror that we need to get. Let's speak to her. Oh, still my beating heart. Have you any news about my dear sweet love? I found him at the carnival, but he's been mesmerized by the snake. Unless I can break the spell, no one in that carnival can leave. The snake? Say it isn't so. I've heard how he grants wishes, but only for a terrible price. Why would my love be so desperate as to consort with that charlatan? I haven't a clue, but he's stuck deep. The only thing I managed to get out of him was something about a mirror? Do you know anything about that? A mirror? Oh, yes, it was the first gift he ever gave me. From inside her bodice, she produces a small cracked hand mirror. But one night, it slipped from my balcony and shattered on the cobblestones. I tried to piece it back together, but I could never find the last 3 shards. His song mentioned something about a wishing well, a moonlit swamp, and a pixie tree? Keep that mirror close. I'll seek out the missing shards and return them to you. Oh, thank you. I should very much love to see it whole once again. Alright. So, the forest well will probably be our easiest because we've been there before. And there's a shard in the swamp and a shard in the pixie's tree. The well is... should be over this way. Yeah. Oh, and there's a bluebird. Let's grab this. Into the well. May as well dig up some stuff while we're down here. There goes a frog. I don't know if we'll need any slime from it, but let's try. I feel like we need a little bit of everything. Oop. Come here, Froggo. Still don't have a key for this, and that's still not open. Shiny stones. Can we interact with this yet? You hike up the hem of your skirt from the ankle-deep well water and duck down to inspect the small damp cave. A pale shape quickly retreats farther into the dark space. You hear the labored breath of some pathetic thing, frightened and alone. Hello there. Don't worry, I won't hurt you. Bloodshot eyes blink nervously up at you. The creature gazes longingly at the light of the world above, while simultaneously cowering from it. Poor dear, what are you doing down in this hole? I bet you're hungry, aren't you? Two thin, malnourished arms twist out from the crevice. One hand tightly clutches a shard of glass, while the other hand reaches out to you, begging for food. The creature uncurls its bony fingers for your offering. We need roast beast. Okay. Witch spice and roast beast. So we have all the ingredients. Let's make the witch spice. And then I think we can go ahead and... Whoops. I made two of them. Didn't want to do that. I didn't know it would craft instantly after you crafted one. Alright. Let's give it the roast beast. The creature snatches up the meat so quickly that you nearly lose a finger. It scurries back into its little crevice, and you hear a satisfied munching from within. The mirror shard lays abandoned in the silt. Well, we'll take that. Thank you very much. Okay, then there's the forest pixie's tree. So that's here in the forest. We might as well look for that. Maybe. Oh. Over there. So just up this path where the gate was before. Hey, the gate is open. Very nice. Ooh, this looks like it. Okay, well, they're invisible right now. So, let's do the unveiling powder. Unless, can I just interact with the tree? Pixie nest, an assemblage of detritus and fey saliva, but one that some tiny beings call home. The snarled tree is littered with countless trinkets and bits of trash, glued haphazardly together to form a glittering hive. You reach for a sharp piece of broken glass that could be the mirror shard, but pull your hand away at the last moment. 1,000 beady eyes peer out of the tree's knotholes. A familiar cackling voice floats above the others. You again, Kettlehead? What do you want now? I've come for that mirror shard. Hand it over and I won't have to strangle you again. No way! We need shinies to keep gross fairy folk away. The best fairy repellent there is. What? Since when are fairies afraid of shiny things? Well, I don't see no fairies around, do you? But maybe we can work something out. Them smelly mushroom hoarders have been encroaching on our turf, see? They've been building those stupid little stone shrines of theirs, and worse yet, they've been hiring mercenaries to guard them. So we can't go anywhere near, but maybe a big stomper like you can. Take care of the problem for us? And then you'll give me... Oh, wrong voice. And then you'll give me that shard? Hey, if there ain't no fairies, we won't need no fairy repellent. Okay, so we gotta destroy 3 fairy shrines in the forest. There's one to the north of us. Let's check this out. This has guards. Dreadful doll. Also have the fairy totem. So there are goblins. We gotta figure out how to make a dreadful doll. Those are a bunch of ingredients we don't know. Fields and craftable. And this requires a sewing And something from the swamp. Skeeter snoot. Okay, so that's not something we can deal with right now. Oh. Whoa. Hello. Cinderbox? This tree seems particularly angry about something. Maybe everything. We need to make a cinderbox, which is... Forest Fields Village, forest, rodent lard. How do we get rodent lard? It's apparently in the forest. Wish I could mark those. Is that from killing squirrels? Squirrels are rodents, right? Wish I could see what I get from them. How many rodent lards do we need? One. I don't know. I mean, it makes sense to me. A squirrel's a rodent. Let's see if it comes this way. Hey, yep, rodent lard. Okay. And then we needed 2 more jiggers. A couple places we can find them. Fireflies, right? Lightning bugs, something like that. Hello. Oh, hello there. So sorry, I think I managed to get most of this debris off the road. Looks like you've made a fine wreck. What on earth happened to your cart? Yes, well, you see, I was sent on a very important mission by order of my captain, the bear. The bear, you say? What sort of mission? It's my job to make sure the lakeshore camp is well stocked with provisions, but most importantly, a steady supply of honey for the bear's favorite mead. I was just on my way back from the apiary with a cart full when a deer something darted out of nowhere. Jostled my poor mule so bad that she broke her bridle and ran off. My own heart nearly leapt out of my rib cage. Piled the darn cart right into the ditch, she did. Now every barrel is smashed, and I can't bring myself to report back empty-handed. The bear will have my guts for garters, I'm sure of it. The bear sounds like quite a brute. Oh, you don't know half of it. If he doesn't get his honey mead, heads will roll. Maybe you can lend me a hand? I can't very well put this broken cart back together. No, nothing like that, but could you take a message to the sergeant of the Lakeshore camp? He's a reasonable fellow. Let him know what happened, and maybe he can get me out of this bind. You can get to the Lakeshore camp if you follow the road to the northwest of here. I need to stay with the cart and assess the damages. Oh, dear. Alright, so we got a quest for the bear, and that's the fieldward path. This is not where I want to go. I want to go up here. Here we go. Firefly! 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 I'll just grab them all while I'm here. And the fairies. Might as well grab all the flower petals. I don't know if we have limited inventory space. Hopefully we don't. Okay, I think we should now be able to make a cinderbox, so let's craft that. And that was for, I think, the one just north of us? With the tree? We have to just ignite the tree. Oh man, okay. Rah! I'm sorry. I feel kind of bad. I don't know if... Me or Apple. He'll cool off eventually. I just set a tree on fire. It's a tree and it's like a living thing. Oh man. Okay. So the other one is guarded by goblins that we can't do anything about just yet. Let's check. Oh, I think the other one's the dog. So we should be able to get 2 out of 3. And then I think if we head to the swamp, we'll get the ingredients to make the other one. So the dog is this. So I need to make that, but I need water. I knew I should have filled those jars when I was in the well. I think I can get back to the well this way, right? This might have been the long way. Oh, and buy nut. Back to the well. Down we go. I'm gonna fill maybe both the jars. Hopefully I don't need an empty one for anything. Alright. Let's head on back to the surface. At least I know where to get more coals if I need them. And the dog should be up here, so let's go ahead and make this. And make this. And we will focus on the dog. Throw that. Alright, it's sleeping. I'll go ahead and take some of its fur. Oh, those are changelings. And that's a fairy. Come here, come here, come here. Got you. Let's chop up some of these changelings. Okay. So now we need to go to the swamp and figure out how to get a couple of the... So we may have to make 2 dolls. So a couple of the skeeter snoots. And then we'll have to go to the fields for hopper legs and grains. So, oh, what was that? Ouch. I didn't know there was a thing there that attacked me. Ow. And this is why I brought mending poultice ingredients. Okay, this is our first time in the swamp. Oh dear God, I don't like these. Skeeter, smoke pellets, and a logger's hatchet. So we gotta figure out how to make smoke pellets. Okay, we can make smoke pellets. We can make a lot of smoke pellets. See, I need to collect frogs. I didn't collect enough frogs. We can't make a lot of smoke pellets. This is fine. What is that? Bloodsucker? Spirit salts. A revivifying solution to some, absolute peril to others. Is it just like salt? Useful against bloodsuckers and ghastly heads, which requires embalming salts and the that reveal essence stuff. Okay, well hopefully that won't attack me. Let's try to get a smoke pellet on this thing. Oh good. Hatchet. Okay. Oh, look at this little snail. I got a snail shell. So I'm gonna go back and get another frog. Watch out, there is an enemy near here somewhere. Okay. Get another frog. We'll make another smoke pellet. And then we will head to the fields, I think, after that. Because I need to be able to make 2 of these, I think. Let's craft 1 for now. And where is... They should be in here, right? Yeah. Come here, fairy. I grab all the things. Come here. And let's get another changeling bit. Alright. Should have gotten the frog goo. So we should be able to make another one of these. Let's go back. There does seem to be a lot of back and forth in this game, but I kind of don't mind it. think because I'm also just collecting a bunch of stuff as I go. I think that makes it a little better. Is this the way? This is the way. Little evil goblin thing down there that attacked me. Alright, smoke pellet. And hatchet. There we go. Bug ichor. What's this? I could have some of this bark with a good edge. Ooh, what is that? It's poisonous. I'll have to bait it. Oh, it's a poisonous newt. It needs a bait stick. I have one of those. Let's put that up here. So how do I bait it? Just I guess I'm getting the dragonfly? Yep. Okay, well, that's the only bait stick I had. Here we go. I guess we will go to the fields now. Which I think is the bottom right direction, because that is... I already got that, didn't I? Swear to God, if that doesn't count as me... Yeah, okay, it just has it marked. Down by the bear and the ox, so... Of course, it's like the furthest away that I am. Ugh! Treant! I should have known, because there were apples on it. To the right, to the right. Let's grab some impi nuts. Okay, so this should be to the fields, fieldward path. Now let's figure out how I get lazy grass. So the swamp seems super dangerous. Okay, so that's lazy grass. Is that what we need for the dolls? No, that is not what we need for the dolls at all. We need grain and hopper leg. Okay, so it's gonna be a grasshopper thing. Hello. Good day to you. Ready to be reaped, my shears should do it. Grain, grain, grain. Cool. Alright. Oh, there's the hopper. Which is from a net. Easy peasy. This place is way better than the swamps we were just in. That is a crow. Adversary to farmer, ally to a witch. I won't kill you then, because I'm a witch, which means you're an ally. Alright, hopper legs. Let's get you. How many am I gonna need for this? 3, so 6. I gotta find... Oh, okay, turkeys are mean. Weaknesses, digestive tablets. Eschewing the oblivious charm of its clucking cousins, this fowl is absolutely terrifying. Don't go near them, then. Do we have a map on the... We can go further south. Don't mind me, just running around looking for grasshoppers. Hello? Vegetable farmer? A hefty gourd stands before you, wiping beads of dew off his bumpy forehead. He tilts up the brim of his hat and greets you with what you interpret as a smile. Welcome to my farm, stranger. What brings you out here? How's it growing, farmer? Oh, you know, not so bad. Trying my best to win the harvest competitions this year. Well, you look to be making good progress. I'm sure you'll be a shoo-in for the blue ribbon. You would think so, wouldn't you? But every year, without fail, that sour ox takes the prize. No matter how hard I work, I can't seem to outgrow his crops. Careful now, you're beginning to sound like a sore loser. Yeah, not sore loser. I just think it's quite suspicious, don't you? Last year, the ox and his family grew the largest corn cobs I've ever seen. I was only barely able to get second place because of my own little helpers. He motions to animated turnips and potatoes, busy with menial farm work.
But this year, his crops are larger than ever before. Even though his family is nowhere to be seen, it doesn't make any sense to me.
He's working the fields all by himself? What happened to his family?
That's the fishy part. No one knows. They just disappeared one day, and the ox has said nothing.
That does sound suspicious. Perhaps I'll go ask him myself.
Yeah, his farm is down to the southwest. You can't miss it. I must get back to work. Veggies won't grow themselves, you know.
Okay, let's use the trough and dig this up. That's just clay. Oh, a little turnip. Oh, well, I'm gonna chop your little helpers, I guess. Oh, he was a changeling. Okay. And I'll dig this up. And there goes the little suit. Come here. Suit spray. Okay, alright. So I still need to find more hoppers. Where are you? Pheasant. Not entirely unlike a chicken, though to the aesthetic preference of some. They don't seem to be able to do anything with them, so... Oh, there's one! God, and I need 6 of them. 2. Are those bandits? An unpleasant sort. Expresses it primarily through stabbing. Bandit camp. You peer through the hedgerow and see a ramshackle encampment strewn with plunder. Cut purses and brigands pick their nails with dangerous-looking daggers. Ah, thanks, Tony. Glad that was flawless. It's good practice for D&D, I swear. I got nothing to gain from this nest of names. Better make myself scarce before they see me. Good morning, Tony. It's going pretty good. How are you doing today? You scamper back to the safety of the road. Okay, so can't go in there right now. Yes, there we go. There's another one. What's up with this? Upon closer inspection, this mountain of hay appears to have been deliberately woven into an intricate wickerwork structure. You carefully pluck a single piece of straw from its center, and the whole bundle begins to swirl and unravel until a gaping vortex opens before you. Ooh, it's way back. I found the portal here. Cool. Hello, cow. You need a jar to collect... Oh, you can collect milk. Okay. Can I make any empty jars right now? Yes, I can. Grab myself a little bit of milk. It says moo on the jar. That's great. I see gnomes in that farm. This is fantastic. Come here, you little... What is going on? Look at the way they move. A natural tinker, but stubbornly refuses to read any instruction manuals. I wanna interact with you. Perhaps I can puzzle him somehow? Huh. This is great. Okay, you don't have anything to say to me? Okay, another place to collect water. There's chickens! Plump and happy hen. I'm getting eggs. Yeah, look at all the little baby chicks. They're so cute. Nice. Sorry to hear you're exhausted from classes, but glad you get to go home for spring break. Hope you get to take it easy for a bit. This is Wytchwood. And yeah, it's a super cute game. I love the artwork in it. It's a story-driven kind of crafting, exploration RPG. Oh, yes. I found the jackpot for hoppers. And right now, we've lost our memory, and we're trying to figure out... Some goat woke us up, and they were like, hey, I'm here to collect, and we're like, what? And we found a sleeping maiden in a shrine, and he's like, yeah, you're supposed to collect the 12 souls of the people that basically, I don't know, broke her spirit or something, and then, once that's done, I'll awaken her. So don't know who she is. Was apparently someone important to us. Alright, can I make 2 of these now? Yes, I can. So let's go finish up that one area. So yeah, now we're trying to collect 12 souls. Bless you. Yep. Also hoping to restore our memory as we go about collecting these souls to figure out what happened. I kind of have a theory that may be you. Like, you became a witch to get vengeance and then decided, like, you needed to keep your body safe or something. That's kind of my theory. I don't know if that's actually true at all. Yeah. Alright, so where is that other spot with the... It's over here. Yes, OGB did sneeze. He's chilling next to me playing some Baldur's Gate. We were gonna play today. He's been feeling under the weather. I don't know if we might stream that later if he feels up for it. But that's why I'm playing this today, because... Yeah. Oh, there are 3 of you! No, I thought there were only 2. Well, that sucks. Talks big, but is cowardly at heart. Okay, this is an AoE, so we're good. I don't know how long this lasts. Get all the goblin gook. Okay. That's good to know. Alright, I kicked over those little rock piles like you asked. Now give me that shard or I'll knock over this nest too. Tony said, bless your soul. OGB gave a thumbs up. You smash fairy shrines? Good, good. Take it. We don't want your trash. The pixie flicks the shard out of the tree, and it spikes into the ground. Alright, so where are we with this now? We've got... Yeah, let's track that. Okay, there's a shard in the swamp somewhere. Oh, back to the swamp. The dangerous swamp. Yeah, out of my way. Hopefully we can just, like, run away from a lot of the things in the swamp. Let's see, where is this supposed to be? In the Care of the Leech is one quest. It is way over there. Oh boy. Yeah, let's avoid those for now. Snail shell! Ooh, treasure chest. Ooh, we got bug ichor. Couple things of meat and a sewing kit. I could have gotten a sewing kit if I would have walked just a little further in. Let's dig this up. Oh, wait. Sid Sprite. Oh, old woman stopped me. Who's there? My eyes have gone milky. Please come a little closer, sister. I'm not good at old people voices at all. I don't believe we've met before. Why do you call me sister? I don't need sight to see someone who's also signed a dark contract. The woman looks blindly through you, though you can sense her focus. Contract? So you've had dealings with that damnable goat, too? What sort of pact did he rope you into? Oh, you know how it is. I was young, and he weren't no goat when I knew him. We used to dance naked under the blood moon and raise the dead to frighten dull country folk. But it's ancient history now. Old age comes for us all, and eventually you've got to hang up the sacrificial dagger and settle down into the comforts of retirement. I know the feeling. I miss my cozy chair and little fireplace. Seems like a fine spot you've got here. She probably did go to Burning Man. Well, it's not all posies and pumpernickel. She clutches worriedly at the moth-eaten blanket in her lap. What's rattled your bones? Maybe I can help? It's my dear old husband, handsome chap, although a bit clumsy. He had a tumble trying to weed out some swamp traps from the yard. Awful things like to snap at your toes when you're not looking. Anyways, he twisted his ankle pretty bad and went off to the sick house to have a look at it. But that was a few days ago. He should have been back by now, and these legs haven't worked right in decades, so I can't even go to check up on him. I've been so worried, I even thought about making another contract. Don't you dare. You just wait here. I'll go find him and see what the bother is. Thank you, sister. The sick house is down the road to the west. Be careful of the critters along the way. They've got a taste for blood. Alright. And I think that's... Oh, the Soot Sprite is still around. Come here. Haha. I don't know if we need... What is that back there? What? A drake? Not a full-grown dragon, but just as mean. A sacrifice. Oh my god. That's hilarious. What is this? A thistle thread body. Oh, there are frogs here, so we can always grab more frogs. All the mushrooms. Oh, yeah, let's grab some frogs, because I definitely need some. Ooh, embalming salts. Can use that too. Oh, these are just like the dead. Hold on. Rising body. Plant growth throughout has lifted this body almost to standing. Still dead though. My god. I don't want to become a drink snack. Watchful corpse. Eternally destined to be mistaken for a bridge troll. Disturbed body. Swamp thistle seems to be in the process of rolling this corpse over. Propped up body. The thistles nourished by this body have grown strong enough to raise it up once again. Plant punctured body, a forgotten corpse now anchored to the swamp by thistles growing through it. Thistle threaded body. There is no rest to be had here. This corpse is joined now the fate of the thistle to the fate of the thistle that runs through it. There is toxic thistle that we should probably go grab as long as we don't run into that drake. Oh my gosh. Okay, that requires shears. Grab the snail. I wonder what it does take to make a sacrifice. It requires a soporific potion, which we know how to make. Roast beef we also know how to make. And magic paste. What is magic paste? I haven't made that before. That requires dragonfly wing, fairy dust, and a jar of milk. Oh, look at that. Hey, you did the stretch and hydrate. Thank you. I shall do so right now. Oh, it's good to get a stretch in. I did some yoga this morning, and it felt so nice. I definitely need to stretch more often. Oh, I just popped my back a little bit. Thanks for making sure I get up and do that. After sitting for like an hour and a half playing. And also, I shall hydrate. Nice fresh water. Ooh, nice. I really enjoy yoga. It's so relaxing. Alright. Moving on. Whoop. What's up with this one? I gotta view this. Totem. Eerie somehow manages to make the swamp even less inviting. Okay, so we've got rotten aperture. I think that is the portal? If we try to chop this down, maybe? Suspicious stump. The thick moss growing on this massive fallen trunk seems to recoil at your touch, revealing strange etchings on the bark below. Slowly, a spark of swirling energy seeps forth from the waterlogged wood until an ethereal doorway opens before you. Yeah, I was right. And we've got a blue feather randomly here. So many things. Oh, what is that? Stick totem. Someone built this effigy to pay respect to the moon. The moon, in turn, has given it life. Snag vine. Okay, well, we'll leave you for now. I mostly want to get that other mirror shard, which is kind of to the south of us. Okay, we might be in some trouble here. Alright, I can't catch that without bait. Oh my god, there are so many of those things. Nope. Oh, they're by the shard. Okay, so yeah, we need to figure out how to make snag vine. We can make one. Effective snare at some distance. It binds tighter as it holds. Useful against pumpkin jacks and stick totems. These animated wooden effigies seem engaged in a ritualistic dance. They march in stiff patterns around a reflective piece of glass embedded in the soft ground. You lean in for a better look, just long enough to make out the shard's mirrored surface reflecting the ghostly image of the moon. You think to reach in and grab it, but the swinging limbs of the dancing totems are too dense and quick. Out of the way, you overgrown twigs! Maybe I can get them to shift their attention to some other glittering bauble? Oh man, okay, we need moonlight globe. Where? Glitter bomb, moonlight globe, which requires totemic moon drop and the glitter bomb. And the glitter bomb requires an empty jar and soup sprites. Can I make any more empty jars? I can. Yes. Okay, so we can make the glitter bomb. I have no idea where to find totemic moon drop. I'm assuming it's from the moon totem stick figure guy, so let's go. Oh no. What is that? A troll, an impassable hulk, unless perhaps he likes you. Watch out for the mosquitoes. Alright, you there. And then probably chop him down. Yeah. Hey, I had a good guess. I was right. Nope. Alright. Let's give them the moonlight globe. You cast the glowing globe into the ritual circle and watch as the wooden effigies suddenly lose coordination and knock their wooden limbs into each other. You take the opportunity to slip between their tall frames and snatch the mirror shard before their frenzied chance begins anew. Yeah, if I ever cross that bridge. Half buried in the mud, the shard continues reflecting the light of the moon. Let's take it. Alright. So, I think we have all the things for that. Bring the mirror shards to the Weeping Maiden. So, it's probably going to be quickest if we, don't mind me, mosquito. Take our teleporter back. And then, yeah, so now we've got... Oh, I love that. And the stuff growing around them indicates where it is, so that's cute. The sunflowers around the fields. To the forest! There are 12 souls in total, and I haven't even collected one yet. Alright, maiden, I have the glass fragments. Have you found any of the mirror shards? I wonder where they could be. I don't remember the accent I was using with her. She holds out the cracked frame of her silver mirror. You gingerly hand over the broken glass shards to the maiden. She's careful not to cut herself on the razor-sharp edges as she slots them into the mirror frame. I'm terrible at chess, so if I have to play chess with that troll, I'm screwed. The pieces click into place perfectly, and the surface of the mirror ripples like the water on the lake. The ripples calm, settling into the form of a pristine crystal mirror. She gazes into the mirror with awe. Look, it's as good as new. Oh, the maiden's reflection ripples and morphs into the visage of a handsome young man. My love, is that you? Overcome with joy, a fresh stream of tears roll down her cheeks. I can't believe my eyes. I don't understand. What happened? Where are you? I'm imprisoned inside my own head. It's horrible here. You have to get me out. You went to the snake, didn't you? Why would you do something so stupid? Listen, my love. I have a confession to make. I'm not actually that good of a musician. What are you talking about? You were so beautiful upon your balcony. A bum like me would never get your attention, so I asked the snake to help me out a little. I thought I could protect myself from the snake's hypnotic gaze with this magic mirror. But then you went and broke the darn thing. I didn't break it. It slipped out of my hand. Wait, don't put this on me. How could you be so irresponsible? King of the Bridge? I've never heard of that. One problem at a time, children. We fixed the mirror, so it should be able to break the snake spell now. Yes. Oh, you have no idea how unbearable it is being stuck here and here. There's nothing but awful poetry and song lyrics that don't even rhyme. Please, Granny, take the mirror. I can hardly just stand to look at this buffoon any longer. Babe, wait. She presses the mirror into your hands. I will take that mirror and go confront the snake. That's hilarious. Oh, man. Can I talk to him? The snake at the center of the lake. Alright. Back again. Take a seat and let me gaze into your eyes. Enchanting to look upon, even more enchanting to engage. Let's reflect. A small indie game where you have to beat a troll at chess in order to cross a bridge. Oh, yeah, no, I'd probably probably not do well in that game. Sudden dread grips the snake as you swing the shimmering mirror to meet his eyes. The mind-altering patterns of his gaze are reflected back to him. Slowly, but steadily, the snake leans closer and closer to the surface of the mirror. His forked tongue flicks against the glass, and then disappears beyond it. It's so beautiful. Like a length of rope being pulled through an eyelet, the snake rushes forward and vanishes into his own reflection. Ha-ha! The mirror jolts and bucks out of your hand, clattering to the ground. You stoop down, careful not to look too deeply. Yes. Oh, it's a roguelite. Oh man, I can't imagine what that's like. We got an achievement for getting the snake's soul. Hidden in the reflection of the mirror's surface, you can faintly make out a tiny, wriggling shape, trapped just beyond the veil of this world. The soul of the snake. Yeah. Just took an hour and a half to complete one quest. And everybody's free! They're all gone, but the music's still playing. Well, nobody will get trapped by the snake again. Do I get a memory back? Oh, let's see what's going on with them now. Looks like the two of them are working things out. Oh, good. Next, I probably want to do the bear. because the sergeant of the Lakeshore camp is here in the forest. Lakeshore path. I just love my little chicken legs running around. Okay, just keep going left. I also like that you don't really see your arms, and the cloak is like wings. It's like we're a bird. So I wonder if that's your feet in all the images that shows like a hand reaching towards something. Hello, excuse me, dingus. Hey, where do you think you're going? And Dongus. Yeah, no one but us soldiers are allowed inside the Lakeshore camp. Get out of my way, I have urgent news of your quartermaster. I need to speak with your sergeant. You didn't even notice? I know, I love it, it's so cute. This character design is great. Urgent? Only thing that's urgent is the line for the latrine, or if the captain hasn't had his drink. That's right, Captain Bear is in a right foul mood. You can't come in unless you want a good thrashing. The guard almost has to shout over the clattering din coming from inside the camp. You heard him? It's dangerous in there. Wouldn't have the heart to let a frail old granny like you near that beast. One guard turns to the other with a conspiratorial shrug. Yeah, but who are we to say what's good for her health? Oh, yeah, you're right. We might be convinced to look the other way if we was fairly compensated. Right, fairly compensated, of course. We'd be sticking our necks out after all. Hey, and we have gold coin. The guards hold out their hands expectantly, like children begging for candy. You carefully press 3 heavy gold coins into the palm of the waiting guard. And I think that's our actual hands. I don't think that's our legs. There, I expect you two can divide them evenly among yourselves. Right, 1 for you, 2 for me. What? You mean 2 for me and 1 for you. I'm the one who does all the real guarding around here. You still owe me for that game of dice you lost. You cheated me. Give me them coins. The 2 guards fall into fisticuffs and roll into the bushes, leaving the gate to the camp wide open. I love that. Oh my goodness. Blood. We got just straight up blood. And another mending poultice. What has happened? Unconscious soldier, another victim of the bear's wrath. Unconscious soldier, unceremoniously face planted by the bear's furious swipe. We've got more over there that we can't mouse over. This one might be faking it, but he's very convincing. A large, ferocious soldier with many self-aggrandizing story to tell. Alright, come back here. Yeah, the bear seems very angry. Oh my gosh, that picture. As you cautiously approach, the bear drains the last of his enormous tankard and smashes it against the head of a nearby soldier, knocking the hapless man to the ground. And then I walloped him just like that, so next time I catch any of you cowards turning tail, I'll skewer you like a fish and leave your guts for the gulls. Suddenly noticing that his drink has gone dry, the bear bellows to the skies. More mead, you yellow-bellied worms! More drink! Bring me my delicious honey mead! The soldiers, taking cover nearby, exchange nervous glances at each other, none wanting to confront the bear. There is no more honey mead. The bear wipes a strand of drool from his sagging lips, and his bleary eyes slowly focus on you. A mocking smirk splits his face as he waves at you with his great spiked mace. He is cute. Say now, that's a funny-looking helmet, soldier. I ever tell you the time I crushed the bucket-headed barbarians of the western mountains? You decide that now is a good time to leave the bear to his ramblings rather than make yourself an unfortunate prop in his war stories. The bear kicks an empty tankard as you retreat back into the camp. Yeah, I wouldn't say his face is cute, but the character design. That's right. Go get more meat, you good-for-nothing sluggard. Like, he looks so funny. Can I get up to this? Yeah. Come back here. go. Take cover! Alrighty, where are we? And where is the sergeant? Wow. I have no idea. Shh, we don't want him to find us. Oh, it must be you. Makes sense. And another chest. I will take all this. Thank you. The frenetic-looking officer shouts hurried orders at whoever will listen, but most of the camp soldiers are busy cowering. No, the bear is not the sergeant. That's the other soul we need to get. Or the soldiers are knocked out cold. Man the gates! You over there, secure the perimeter. We just need to hold out a little longer. Sir, we're running out of men. Where is that damn shipment of honey? You step over an unconscious footman to address the man in charge. I might be able to answer that question. Who let this old bat into the camp? I found your quartermaster. He's having a bit of a cart trouble on the road. I'm afraid your shipment isn't going to get here anytime soon. What? Oh, curse my rusty britches. Without that honey and other supplies, we can't make the honey mead. The bear's gonna flatten the whole camp when he finds out. The camp looks half flattened already. What's all this ruckus about? Well, the bear is the greatest warrior there ever was, which is grand and all when we're fighting the enemy. But once we set up camp, he likes to use his poor sods as playthings to reenact his conquests. And the only thing the bear loves as much as fighting is drinking. Guzzles up so much honey mead we have to brew it right here in the camp just to keep up. He points to a squat-looking device tucked near some tents, a portable brewery. Without that shipment of ingredients, I don't see how we can ever calm the bear down. He'll smash us all into pieces before the sun sets. Let me look at this brewery of yours. If the bear is so in love with brawling and boozing, then perhaps it's about time he received a dose of his own medicine. Alright. You inspect the brass contraption. A tank here, a hopper there. The bitter smell of alcohol is infused into the well-worn metal. Despite the needlessly complicated dials and tubing, at the end of the day, the brewery is really just a fancy cauldron. This seems simple enough. I should be able to concoct just the potion for your troubles. The rattled sergeant shrugs his shoulders at you. Sure, if you think it'll help, but you'll need to fuel the darn thing first. Our supplies are a mess, so you'll have to figure it out on your own. You open up the brewery to inspect its complicated innards. How difficult could it be? Alright, so we need a lot of jars of water. You snap kindling into pieces and scatter it into the bottom compartment of the brewery. Should be enough fuel enough for the job. You open up the brewery to inspect its complicated innards. Alright, let's get... We need 5 jars of water. We have 1, so I need to make like 4 more of these. Now I just need to find a place to fill said jars. And I also need a cinder box. Come here, you little... cinder box requires rodent lard, so we gotta go catch a squirrel. This should be easy enough. We can go down to the well to fill all the water. And, oh look, a squirrel. Let's go into our inventory and move some things around. Boop. I didn't accidentally throw away... Okay, no. Let's put that right here. There we go. Rodent lard. Yeah, they're suit sprites. They're adorable. So I think I can make that cinder now. Yeah, we do that to squirrels and birds. And we poison dogs, and it just puts them to sleep, though. Alright. Let's collect water. So now we should be able to make... Was there something else I needed to make? Or we just put it in? I think we just put it in. Okay. Over the Hedge? No, I haven't actually watched that. I forgot about that movie. Alright. Do these ever... No, those don't refill. I am gonna need more of this, though. Come here, you little sprite. They're roasting a pig. Alright. 5 jars of water. One of DreamWorks' best films. Maybe I'll check it out eventually. I have so many movies and stuff that I need to watch that are like super old that I've never seen. You slosh cool, clear water into the brewery's main tank. Not the best space for potion brewing, but you want to preserve that honeymead flavor. Alright. And the cinder box. With the heat of a cinder box, you set the stove chamber of the brewery alight. It will bring the tank to a roiling boil. With a hiss of steam and the sound of boiling water, the rattling brewery is ready for the next step in the process. Of course, I'll need honey for the mead. That quartermaster said he was coming back from the apiary in the field, so I best try there. Then I'll need a proper magical binder and a token of the bear to seal the spell. Something in this camp ought to do the trick. The frothing basin of the brewery stands ready for the right ingredients. So honey, metamorphosis, elixir, and torn teddy bear. Alright, let's see if we can find that torn teddy bear. Because that should apparently be in the camp. And this... Hey, I can already make that. That's awesome. So the only thing I need to get is honey. Investigate the bear's tent. I'm assuming that's this. Through the open tent flap, you catch a glimpse of pillaged trinkets and treasures scattered about the spacious interior. You surmise that one of these precious objects might contain enough magical essence to use a token of the bear. Your eyes have only a moment to linger upon the giant fur-lined bed before a hand pulls the door flap shut. The sergeant gives you a disapproving glare as he ushers you away. Hey, you can't go in there. This is the bear's personal tent. You know the kind of hell that would break loose if he finds out someone's been snooping? Don't worry, I'll be careful. It seems like your men are keeping him distracted anyway. You glance over at the bear as he tosses aside a soldier like a sack of potatoes. No way, no how. If you think this is bad, you just wait until he finds out there's no more honeymead. If you're so afraid of that stomping brute, why don't you just slip away into the night? Surely it would prolong your life a little. And abandon all my friends? We soldiers gotta stick together. It's our only chance. If only there was some way to stand up to the bear. A thought seems to cross the sergeant's mind as he notices the potions and baubles hanging about your belt. Say, you're good with magical doodads and what's it, right? What if you made me some sort of protective charm or talisman? Then I could maybe have a chance against that monster without getting my head stoved in. If I make you a protective talisman, will you let me into this tent? I suppose I wouldn't have much to worry about if you did. Okay, so now I gotta figure out how to make a protective talisman. Let's see. A wicked gemstone, magic paste, and 2 wicker work. Well, we can make the wicker work. We can make the magic paste. What is this wicked gemstone? Well, whatever it is, we can make it. Crystallized essence of evil. Oh, jeez. Projects a magical shield around the bear, protecting them from harm. I'm running out of items here. If I make you a protective talisman, will you let me into this tent? Here you go. The sergeant looks at you with a glimmer of hope in his eye. Take it. Here, this ought to shield you from harm for a time. He grins nervously as he puts the charm around his neck. Then he clobbers himself in the face with his own fist. Ooh. Wow, you weren't kidding. Haha. Though that's nowhere near the kind of punishment the bear can dish out. I better find some more stuff to test it out with. Then I'll give you that bear a piece of my mind. He stumbles off into the camp to find other objects to try against his newfound protection, leaving the bear's tent unattended. Into the tent. Yeah. Give me all the things. A dear trifle. Surely this will do. Alright. Now, let's go find some honey. That is supposed to be all the way in the fields. Let's, yeah. I do have a teleporter to the field, so I'm just gonna step in there. Here we go. So where would this honey possibly be? That's the ox. So way to the apiary. Okay, there's an actual apiary. Gotcha. Is it up further or... yeah, it is. Through these fields. Might as well grab some stuff while I'm hopping by. Meh. I'm gonna have to worry about bees, aren't I? Beekeeper. Heidi ho! I'm afraid we're closed for the season. Closed, but I need some of your honey right away. Sorry, our supply was cleaned out just a little while ago. Funny little man with a cart. You just missed him. Yes, I've met him. He's the quartermaster for the bear, but he had a bit of an accident on the road. I need to collect some more honey for the lakeshore camp. The bear? Well, that explains why the quartermaster purchased so dang much. I heard that the lumbering bully would steal the nectar from a larva if it'd suit him. My poor bees have already worked themselves half to death for that order, and they don't have any honey left. I wish I could do something to help you, but the only honey left in the entire apiary is Her Majesty's personal reserve. Her Majesty? Why, my sweet spring flower, the jewel of my crown, the golden sun of my... Yes, yes, get on with it. My beloved queen, she is as lovely as she is wise, and resides over her flowered kingdom. A shrill voice pierces the meadow and sends chills down your spine. Queen bee? Oh, stretch again? All right. Oh man, I keep popping my back just from doing side bends. It feels so good. Thank you for the stretch. Alright, so there's like a real queen bee. This world is interesting. Slave, where is my dinner? I ordered you to bring me the finest sunflowers. Right away, my love. Oh no, did my controller... I think my controller might have just, disconnected or died. Oh, it disconnected. Okay, we're good. And make it pretty this time. I don't want another one of your dandelion bouquets like some common wasp. Not a healthy relationship at all. Yes, my sweet. I think I'd better have an audience with this queen myself. The beekeeper has concerned himself with a floral arrangement. Okay, yep, that looks angry. Tidy hives, full of bees, completely devoid of honey. Generally well-mannered, but can be quite hostile when irritated. It does look irritated. Let's figure out... Hello. I have a lot of flowers. The regal insect looks down her curled nose at you scornfully. I wasn't expecting her either. That fool beekeeper is supposed to stop the rabble from trampling my delicate garden. Good help is so hard to find, isn't it? And I suppose you've come to lend a hand? No, I don't think so. What do you want, little beetle? You seem like a very busy woman, so I won't waste your time. I need honey, your best honey. She tilts her long neck back and lets out a buzzing laugh. Ha! Do you think I simply give my carefully cultivated riches to just any commoner? Do you have any idea how much time and energy is spent managing this colony? Everyone always wants something, but no one ever wants to work for it. Tch. In a rustle of petals, the beekeeper comes running over, holding out an assortment of beautiful prairie flowers. My darling sweetheart, I offer you the finest meadow flowers. I hope you find these to your liking. Is this marigold? You wax-brained fool. You know I despise the stuff. How many times must I repeat myself? Get out of my sight, all of you. My love, I have wronged you. Let me try again. That's what I'm going for. You follow the beekeeper a short distance away, while he busies himself picking more flowers. She seems to be in a foul mood. Does she always treat you like this? Well, yes, but it's really usually my own fault. Sometimes when she really gets her venom up, a little bit of smoke and soothing herbs calms her right down. Smoke, you say? I'm sure I could come up with something to even out her mood. Royal incense recipe. Smoke bomb, the spices, and the soporific potion, which requires water. Okay, what about, can we make the smoke bomb right now? Need more clay. So, yep, run past them. Let's get down to the bottom of the well. Or, actually, there are places here I can fill up water. Yeah, turkeys. Yeah, I need more clay. But I have 2 empty jars, so I can fill those. I think down by one of the buildings, there should have been a pump. Yep, here we go. And I thought there was some places for me to dig up clay here. Yeah, this looks like a spot. Not a lot of clay, but some clay. Right, yeah, I need to make this. And I need to make this. And I need to make this. So I'm like all out of clay. I gotta remember to pick some up. Looked like that guy was trying to hit the crow. In we go. Let's just try to avoid the bees the best we can, and let's see, do I have to give it to the beekeeper or use it on her? I think use it on her. You sneak! Do you honestly believe that your little puff of smoke can... The queen fans herself lightly as the world begins to push and pull all around her. Whew. Does anyone else feel a little bit hot? Anyways, as I was saying, you can't just... The sparkling sun bears down on the queen like a warm summer's embrace. My, look at all these beautiful colors. Have they always been so bright? The queen bee stretches her arms across the sea of flowers, brushing the tips of their petals gleefully. She arcs her limbs through the myriad of colors swirling about her head. It's gorgeous. Oh, and what is that delicious smell? Cracking into the waxen walls of her hive, the queen pulls out a golden honeycomb. She proceeds to messily stuff the honey into her face. Delectable. Oh, it's so good. You simply have to try some, my dear. I've never tasted anything so delicious in my life. She offers up a sticky handful to you. I think we just got her high. Why, thank you, my queen. Yeah, I will take that and be on my way. Is there anything I can do with the bees? It doesn't look like it. Alright. Well, we got that taken care of. Now, back to the lake shore. Ignore the angry turkeys. Let's see. I think just straight south of us should be the portal. Here we are. Back into the forest. And to the left. To the left, to the left. Alright, let's see if we can finally get this bear's soul. Alright, add something to the brewery. Honey. As you squeeze the honeycomb with your bare hands, thick, rich honey slowly oozes into the brewery's tank. Too sweet for your taste, but then this potion is not for you. Metamorphosis elixir. You ladle out a good portion of the writhing, tar-like substance into the brewery. To be safe, you add a little bit more, just for texture. I'm glad you got my reference, Tony. And then torn teddy bear. You pause before dropping the tattered plaything into the brewery. A glint in its bottom eye reminds you, in its button eye, reminds you of something, but the thought soon evaporates from your mind. You overturn your palm, and the stuffed bear splashes down into the concoction. It floats sadly for a moment before becoming waterlogged and disappearing under the surface. With the addition of the final ingredient, the brewing equipment is sealed and set to work. Steam hisses from rivets, and its swollen metal belly clanks and rattles. Yeah. We just brewed Pooh Bear. Before long, the waggling fingers of the gauges and dials settle down, indicating that the brew is complete. You give a quick sniff test and recoil at the sickeningly sweet vapors. You push an empty wooden keg under the contraption spigot and crank the release valve. The brewery strains under the pressure and fills the keg with chunky, oozy fluid. May not be the finest honey mead around, but hopefully the great raging galoot won't stop to notice a difference. Alright, the brewery wheezes in defeat. You doubt it will ever make mead again. Let's take this keg. Here you go, bear. Where was I? Right, so I pulled my sword out. Ah, Captain, I've brought you more honey mead. The bear swipes up the tankard with his massive paw and tosses the contents into his slavering maw without hesitation. He licks his chops, savoring the peculiar flavor. With a sudden jerk, he bears down on you with suspicion. Say, this tastes kind of funny. What did you do, soldier? It's a new recipe. I thought you might enjoy something with a little more sting in it. You know I hate new things. I'll teach you to mess with my favorite brew, you hayseed. The bear is upon you with frightening speed. He raises the huge mace in his paw skyward, and you brace for the impact. With an equal measure of speed, the sergeant leaps between the crashing mace and your head. You peer through your fingers as a great clang resounds through the camp. The bear roars furiously as his blow is magically repelled from the sergeant's talisman. The mace goes spinning out of his paw and falls into the lake with a great splash. He gapes, dumbfounded, as the sergeant stands before him completely unharmed. Ha! That'll teach you to pick on us, you big oaf. This has all been a long time coming.
The sergeant wags his finger at the bear. Who do you think you are, huh? You think you're so big and tough with your fancy feather hat and your big honking club? Well, look at you now. The camp soldiers gather to witness in stunned awe. Miraculously, the bear seems to shrink in the face of the sergeant's onslaught. If it was up to me, you'd be dishonorably discharged for disorderly conduct. You're a disgrace to the uniform. You're no captain of mine. With fear welling up in his eyes, the bear shrinks and shrinks until he is reduced to the size of a small cat. And another thing, what's happening? In place of the bear's drunken grimace is the stitched smile of a doll's grin. Two button eyes stare back at the disapproving faces surrounding the little plush toy. We turned him into a toy bear. The sergeant takes a step back to reveal the small shape of a stuffed teddy bear where the brute once stood. Your transformative potion has finally done its work. Gee, I guess I overdid it? He scratches his head in befuddlement, but seems genuinely relieved. Hey, Sarge, I guess that means you're in charge now, right? Oh, yeah, I guess it does. Well, what are you all standing around for? The camp's a mess. Let's get to work. Oh my god, fantastic. Look at the pentagram stuff underneath. That's amazing. You pick up the diminutive doll and brush some sand out of its fur. As you inspect it further, its head lolls to face you. Far within the glassy surface of its button eyes, you can barely make out a tiny crimson flame, the trapped soul of the bear. Ooh, I did not check out the most recent Twitch change. I will do that. This ought to be what that old goat is after. I hope he's happy. Woo! So 2 more souls to collect. Oh hey, the quartermaster. What a relief. With the bear gone, we can all rest easy. I think I'm going to call the stream here though, and I'll check out that extension manager and see what changes have happened. But I think 2 out of the 4 souls in one day is pretty decent. I'm gonna just head back home. Thanks for joining me today. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of your weekend and the week coming up. That would be cool detail. I'll probably swing by to try to get more coal at some point because they have a lot there and I'll probably need it. So we'll see if it changes at all. But for now, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll catch you later. You have a great week too, Tony. You also enjoy spring. Ciao.